This is the brand new Jaguar C-X75 of Driving Empire's Easter update. I borrowed this car from a viewer of the channel by the name of Meech. Shout out to him, and according to him it took him about 2 hours to grind for this car. It cost about 3,000 eggs, so it will take you quite some time, but you know, it is a bearable amount of grind. So anyways, in terms of detailing, the Jaguar C-X75 does not disappoint. The interior is pretty solid. I wouldn't give it a top tier ranking by any means, but it does the job. You see, the exterior is also pretty nice. The sound is I would give it a decent rating. It's not my favorite by any means, but it does the job once again. And the revving sounds kind of average. It's not really my favorite. The Jaguar C-X5 comes with explodable parts, which is definitely a W from Driving Empire, putting that attention to detail even in the length cars. So you can actually explode the engine cover, which is pretty cool. See, the engine actually has some solid detailing, and you get 2 butterfly doors, which are really nice. The Jaguar C-X75 is surprisingly broken in the drag strip. In fact, I believe this is the fastest drag car in Driving Empire. The time speaks for itself. The Jaguar C-X75 is solid in the highway race. Now, its main strong point is, of course, its acceleration, which is so insane that when you're shifting in manual, you just have to be spamming E, because that's just how fast it goes. You don't even have to time anything, just spam clicking E as fast as you can, because it accelerates that quickly. But anyways though, what holds it back is, of course, its top speed, which stock is abysmal at 205 miles per hour, and maxed out is only around 230 miles per hour. So that is a bit of a weakness, although it still is crazy, able to hit about 33 seconds in the highway race. Unfortunately, I can't really give you guys a good statistic in terms of the circuit race, because I'm incredibly rusty, and you know, I don't want to have to take enough time to have to unrust and, you know, just to gather a bit of data. But anyways, for an analysis on the C-X75, it is pretty good in the circuit race. Most notably, it has insane acceleration once again, which really helps it, and it's just so powerful. Like, you get in straight, the moment you hit the gas, it just goes. So you have to be kind of careful when you release the gas and power or whatever, because it does understeer when you accelerate a turn, as you would expect from a car like this. Now, the handling is decent. I wouldn't say it's top tier, but it's better than being a brick. So, you know, it does the job, although it does understeer every now and then. Braking is pretty good. Now, the brakes do lock on this vehicle, as you would expect, but you know, they still do the job. So it's a bit of a difficult vehicle to drive, but if you do manage to get the hand of it, I can imagine it would be an absolute weapon in the Driving Empire circuit race. C-X75 is pretty good in the cross-country race, especially in the short hairpins. It is incredibly fast with its braking, good enough handling due to the barricades, and, you know, insane power, which really just helps it go off. And, you know, it does have a bit of a weakness in the straights, but that really isn't too bad of an issue, especially because it makes up so much time in the short corners. So this car is incredibly good in the cross country. Now, I wouldn't say a top tier pick due to its top speed kind of limiting it, but you know, it did do pretty good. And for someone that's like me, that's incredibly rusty, you know, this car did perform fairly good. I was able to get about 257. In the drawbridge print, this Jaguar is actually pretty solid. Now, unfortunately, this was my first time actually doing this race, so I can't really comment on behalf of what a good time is for this race, and neither can I really describe the race too well. But based on my experiences, I would say that the Jaguar is pretty good in this race, mainly because it's able to really make use of its acceleration, because of all these different corners that require you to stop pretty hard and, you know, accelerate back to good speed once again. So, like, you know, it's hard to explain, but these types of corners are really good for the C-X75. And, you know, of course, there are a few straights which the C-X75 does not entirely like, but it isn't the biggest issue, because, you know, C-X75 still goes fast enough, and it's not for too long. So, you know, you can always get back to a shorter corner and then, you know, blast away with the C-X75's acceleration. So, you know, it's not a big issue. And of course, you know, this was my first time, so excuse any of the mistakes I made. You know, once again, I have not done this race enough to be I guess in a sense really good at it, but you know, I did try my best to give you guys some decent results. So yeah, like that right there is not a good corner, but you know, it is what it is. So over here I was able to finish around 116, which, or 117, which is, I guess, an alright time. So if you wanted to buy the C-X75, or if you're considering grinding for it, I would 100% recommend that you do, because the C-X75 is an absolute weapon. Those stats are just insane, especially the acceleration. Once again, like, it's just so good. Like, you would be amazed when you use this, because it's just so fast. It just goes like a rocket, and that makes it a lot of fun. It's one of the few cars I've really enjoyed driving recently. So I would once again recommend putting in the 2 arbors to get this vehicle, and perhaps even 1 arbor if you decide to invest in the boosters. So yeah, that's that. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, please subscribe to the channel if you want to support it, and comment down below what you think of the C-X75, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.